In a high-stakes police operation that unfolded in the heart of Marabastad, a vibrant inner-city area near Pretoria, South Africa, authorities made a significant breakthrough in their fight against the booming illegal cigarette trade. Acting on a tip-off, officers from the South African Police Service launched a coordinated raid on a wholesale store suspected of housing contraband tobacco products. What they found left no doubt about the scale and brazenness of the operation. Hidden in a backroom of the building was a stash of illicit cigarettes, carefully packed and stored away from public view. The value of the seized goods is estimated at a staggering $500,000, highlighting just how lucrative the underground cigarette business has become in the region. The seized cigarettes included a mixture of foreign imports and counterfeit versions of local brands, all of which were brought into the country without proper documentation or adherence to South African health and customs regulations. Many of the cartons bore unfamiliar markings and labels, suggesting they had likely been smuggled in through neighboring countries such as Zimbabwe and Mozambique, which have become known corridors for the illicit cigarette trade. These cigarettes not only bypass the national tax system, but also pose significant health risks to consumers, as they often do not meet any of the quality standards set by the government. The roots of this black market stretch back to the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic. When South Africa imposed a temporary ban on the sale of tobacco products as part of its lockdown regulations, a new and dangerous underground economy began to thrive. With legal supplies cut off, demand skyrocketed, creating fertile ground for syndicates and criminal networks to step in and supply the public through unofficial channels. Even after the ban was lifted, these networks had already become deeply entrenched, continuing to operate in parallel with the legal market. Their presence is now strongly felt in places like Marabastad, where legal and illegal traders often operate side by side, creating tension and instability. Lieutenant Colonel Mavila Masando, the spokesperson for the South African Police Service, confirmed that one suspect was arrested at the scene during the operation. According to him, the individual is believed to be a key distributor in the area, playing a major role in getting these illegal products into the hands of local sellers. He now faces charges under the Customs and Excise Act, in addition to the possession of illegal goods. Authorities have not ruled out further arrests, indicating that the investigation is far from over. They are currently pursuing leads that could expose the full network behind the operation, not only in Pretoria but across the broader Gauteng province and even beyond. Legal traders in the area have welcomed the police intervention, saying it helps level the playing field. Many of them have been struggling to compete with the lower prices of illegal cigarettes, which are not subject to the same taxes and overhead costs. Some have also reported incidents of intimidation, with syndicates threatening shop owners who refuse to cooperate or who report illegal activity. This climate of fear and lawlessness has made it increasingly difficult for honest businesses to survive, and the raid has brought a much-needed sense of relief and hope for greater enforcement going forward. The South African Revenue Service, commonly known as SARS, along with the Hawks, a specialized crime-fighting unit, are expected to play a vital role in the next phase of this operation. Their focus will be on tracing the origin of the seized products, identifying smuggling routes, and pinpointing the individuals or groups responsible for orchestrating these cross-border operations. Intelligence gathered so far suggests that there is a well-organized network at play, with operations stretching across provincial and even international lines. Breaking down such a network will require sustained and strategic action, involving collaboration between multiple law enforcement and regulatory bodies. The operation in Marabastad has also reignited a broader national conversation about the role of organized crime in South Africa's informal markets. As economic hardship continues to bite, many unemployed individuals turn to illegal activities as a means of survival, often becoming small cogs in much larger criminal machines. The cigarette trade, while seemingly low risk compared to other illicit markets, serves as a gateway for other forms of crime and corruption. It allows syndicates to build revenue, strengthen territorial control, and eventually branch out into more dangerous enterprises such as drug trafficking, human smuggling, and violent extortion. What this bust has done is shine a spotlight on the urgency of disrupting these illegal networks before they become too powerful to dismantle. It has also shown what can be achieved when law enforcement agencies act on intelligence and take decisive action. For now, the streets of Marabastad may be a little bit safer, but the war against illicit cigarettes and the criminals behind them is far from over. Continued surveillance and pressure will be necessary to ensure that the gains made are not lost and that those responsible are brought to justice. This situation raises some important questions about how South Africa balances its economic challenges with the need for law and order. Can the government do more to support small businesses and reduce the appeal of joining black market operations? Is there enough being done to educate the public about the dangers of counterfeit tobacco products? What role should communities play in reporting and resisting illegal activity? These are the kinds of questions that must be addressed as South Africa looks to build a safer and more equitable society. If you found this breakdown informative, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into issues that matter. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think the illegal cigarette trade will ever be fully wiped out? What measures do you believe can help combat the shadow economy? Let us know what you think and join the conversation. Following the raid, authorities revealed that intelligence had been gathered over several weeks, focusing on the movement and storage patterns of illegal tobacco shipments. Surveillance teams track suspicious activities around specific retail outlets in Marabastad, particularly those known for heavy foot traffic and high-volume transactions. This strategic build-up allowed law enforcement to act decisively, catching one of the key distributors off guard and securing valuable evidence that could unravel larger criminal operations. The confiscated cigarettes were packed in sealed cartons, some of which bore forged excise stamps, suggesting a deeper level of coordination involving both local and international players. What stands out about this operation is how it highlights the resilience and adaptability of criminal networks exploiting loopholes in border controls and weak enforcement mechanisms. While cigarette smuggling may not generate the same level of public alarm as drugs or weapons, its long-term impact on national revenue and community safety cannot be overstated. The black market undercuts legitimate businesses, erodes the tax base, and creates a parallel economy that often intersects with other criminal activities such as money laundering and organized crime.